Greetings, soul beings. It's Shelly Bean. How are you guys doing? I hope well. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I just chilled. I didn't really do too much. But over the weekend, guys, I was getting like a lot of downloads from Divine Spirit and my higher self. And so much so that I kind of had to jot it down because it just kept coming to me in different images and just in a lot of words that I could hear. Um, and I just had to write it down because I said I knew that I almost started to do the reading yesterday or Saturday, but I definitely said if I didn't get around to it on Saturday or Sunday, then I was definitely going to get to it on Monday. And that's why I needed to write it down because I didn't want to forget any of these messages because they kept coming in like this. And I was like, whoa, slow down, hold on, spirit. So it's just a lot of stuff that I downloaded. That I think it's just important for me to relay. And of course, like clockwork, as soon as I start the video, I hear, I don't think it's a lawnmower. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of machine outside. Now, all this time, guys, all this time, it was like complete silence outside. Like you could hear a pin drop. And all of a sudden, as soon as I start this message, and as soon as I hit the record video, voila. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm hearing somebody cutting their grass or doing something with a machine outside. So that goes to show you, because I was getting that feeling anyway, that, you know, there's certain powers that were, or low vibrational energies that don't want me to get this message out clearly. Okay. They just want me to be distracted, but that's not going to happen. All right. So I don't know what to call this video because I have like a few messages, and with the upcoming full moon, which is on Wednesday, I believe the 30th. Yeah, Wednesday there's a full moon. This is the second full moon of this month. This full moon is, I think it's another super moon, but whatever moon. I know that the moon, only this particular moon is, I think, is special. I think it is the full moon in Pisces. I think this particular full moon rarely ever comes around, or it only comes around every few years. So that's where I think the whole phrase "once in a blue moon" comes from, which is like one of my things that I say a lot. But yeah, so we got the full moon energies creeping up on us, where we are in the peak of Mercury retrograde as well. Those energies don't start to subside until around September 15th. And then, we got that post shadow period. So there's a lot going on. So if you feel a little bit off energetically, which I do, and it's usually if you guys are a lot like me, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys are, highly intuitive empaths and just very sensitive to the universe, to people, to energies, it's like times 10 for us. Okay. So with all that said, the messages that I got, where is that piece of paper that I had? Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So I had to get the piece of paper because, like I said, it was quite a few messages that came out that I was channeling over the weekend. But I know one of them is for the collective. So this is going to be a collective reading. Okay. So that means for all zodiac signs. If you are looking at this recording or video now, it is not a coincidence. There's a message in here for you. But I feel like for a good number of you guys, there's going to be some type of tower moment that's going to come. And a lot of times people like to equate the tower moment with something catastrophic, something devastating, something, terrible, doom and gloom, and which is not always the case. Okay. Tower moments really are just divine intervention, things that are resetting things that are being broken down, that were built on faulty foundation or fraudulent foundation. Um, so, and therefore, they're always for our highest good, even if those tower moments um, are uncomfortable, painful emotionally, um, and all those things. Okay, it's always for our greatest and highest good, because divine is intervening on our behalf, because some things need to be changed that more than likely should have been changed a long time ago. And so divine gives us ample time and opportunity to make the necessary changes in our lives. And when we don't necessarily do those things, or if we're procrastinating, or if we're continuing to make decisions and choices that ultimately end up hurting us in some way, shape, or form, yeah, divine creator has to step in and, you know, um, make those changes for us, you know? So, but I'm saying that I feel like for a good number of you guys, there's a tower moment that's going to be approaching, that's going to somehow work to your advantage, or that's going to somehow set you guys free in some kind of way. When I say set you guys free, whatever tower moment that is coming down, I feel like it has to do with some kind of maybe connection that you're in, or some kind of contract you might be in. This could be a soul contract. This could be actual physical 3D contract, like a work contract, marriage contract, um, something like that. I feel like whatever tower moment is coming in, it's going to work to your advantage. It's going to help you out, collective. And it's going to set you free from something that you may have felt mentally and emotionally binded to, imprisoned in. Um, you know, you may have created a lot of mental imprisonment for yourself, feeling like you were stuck in something, feeling like you had no other choices, or just feeling binded to binded and bound to a situation that was oppressing to you in some way, shape, or form. I feel like whatever tower moment is coming in, that's going to be the key, the biggest key, if not the ultimate key, to freeing yourself from a situation. Um, yeah, so that's for some of you guys. Um, Also, the other message I was getting is regarding celibacy. I was hearing, some of you guys also are on a celibate journey, and this is for both the divine masculine and feminine. So I'm speaking to the collective, whatever your gender. Um, some of you guys have been on a celibacy journey, and I'm being I was hearing spirit say, be mindful of who you share your energy with, even on an intimate, physical, sexual level, because that is actually one of the easiest ways and strongest ways to transfer energy with someone. And you don't want to transfer energy with the wrong person. And just being mindful of how to keep in mind, collective, of how much work you've done, where you are now compared to where you were, how much work you put in your healing journey, because for some of the collective, some of you guys could be in that energy, in that sexual energy, or feeling like you might want to tap back into that sexual energy, because the truth of the matter is that um, a lot of our because a lot of us have been doing the work, um, and have been clearing out karmic cycles, and doing our shadow work, and really working hard on ourselves and in evolving, um, in our essential in our ascension um, journey as well. Um, it's bringing a lot of the divine masculine and divine feminine energies together again. And a lot of the lower vibrational energies out here in the universe, they sense that, they can feel it. Okay. Because remember, guys, we all are cut from the same cloth in terms of being spiritual beings. When we were incarnated here, you know, to do our human journey, all of us are cut from the spiritual cloth. All right. So no matter what side we're on now, you know, there are a lot of karmics, and I don't really talk too much about, the whole karmic thing, but there are a lot of people who are in their shadow, very much in their shadow, very much in their ego, very much on a very low frequency and vibration that can sense a lot of the collective changing and evolving and awakening and ascending. And they're getting triggered by that. And they're getting triggered at the fact that we're coming up out of, we've come up, a lot of us have come up or are coming up out of these illusions and spells that were cast in these connections, in these situations here. A lot of us have been awakening to these things and coming up out of those energies. And we're stepping back in our power. We're remembering who we are. And the thing about it is, a lot of people have often used the words, two people make a whole, or, I wasn't whole until I met you, or, now I've met my soulmate or partner. Now I feel whole. I don't personally, I don't subscribe to that at all. And, I'm not knocking everybody else's belief, but I know me, I absolutely believe that we were already born whole. Because remember, we are spiritual beings. God is us, God is in us. Or whatever higher power that you may give honor to. I feel that we're already whole when we come into this world. When we come out of the womb, we are already whole. The problem is that some of us have become severely fragmented throughout our human journey due to our environments, what we've been exposed to, world issues, family dynamics, what we're taught, what we're trained, what we're conditioned to believe. Some of the dark experiences some of us humans have had on this journey with abuse, neglect, abandonment, you name it. You name it. That's how we become ultimately fragmented and become pieces of ourselves and become unwhole. If there's a such word, I don't know. It's a word today. But we are born as whole. Okay. And not everybody in this lifetime is going to find themselves whole again. Not everybody is up for the journey. Not everybody is up for the healing journey. Not everybody is up for the work that it takes to look into your shadow side and to discover who you really are. Not everybody is up for it. But you can be made whole again solely through your soul and your spirit and the healing work that you do. It doesn't take another human being to make you whole, because you're already whole when you come into this lifetime. When you come into this physical world, you're already whole. So, so dark energies out here are getting triggered by the fact that a lot of us are awakening, we're ascending, We remember who the F we are. Or we are remembering who the F we are. And, you know, and we're stepping back into our rightful place. We're claiming our birthright. We're stepping back into our power. We're walking back in our power. We're taking our power back. We're placing boundaries. And those dark energies are being triggered by that. They see that. They see that they have either lost control or are losing or have been losing control of a good number of the collective at this time. Yeah, so those are some of the things that I was channeling over the weekend. Okay, so yeah, and also too, back to the celibacy part. Yeah, so a lot of folks, I'm getting the energy where, because a lot of the divine masculines and divine feminines have done a lot of the work, we are becoming more of a match. We are slowly coming up to the same level, and we are preparing ourselves to come into union because of the healing work that we've done. And with that comes all kinds of feelings and emotions, even on a sexual level. But Spirit is also reminding us to keep in mind that, I guess what I'm getting is not to allow yourself to get too, what's the word? Not to allow yourself to get too tempted. Thank you, Spirit. Not to allow yourself to get too tempted by the thoughts, feelings, or sexual feelings that you may have at this time, because I know some of us have probably been on that journey for a minute. You know, it's different for everybody, and we are still very much in our human bodies and have our human needs and our wants and desires and things like that. But I'm hearing Spirit say, for some of you guys, not to allow that temptation of desire and passion to cloud your judgment and your discernment of who you allow in your energy and who you allow access to, even on a sexual level, because that energy exchange is real. And after all the work that some of you guys have really done, you know, I know you guys are not trying to exchange that sexual energy with the wrong person. And after that, just get all fucked up. Okay. So just saying. Oh, and by the way, in case some of you guys are new, welcome. In case you guys are returning, I'm always glad to have you coming back. Thank you so much. And for those of you guys who are new, I do curse sometimes on my readings. Whenever the Spirit moves me or whenever I feel like it, that's what I do. So if that is not something that you like, I'm probably not the reader for you, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that I do keep it a buck here. And I do curse sometimes, and I just channel what I am feeling energetically and what I am hearing from Spirit and my higher self. So with all that said, let's check into the energies, guys. I want to check into the energy, the current energy for the collective at this time. With all this going on in the world, you know, the world is shifting, the energies are shifting, people are awakening, people are taking their power back, people are setting boundaries, people are very much stepping in their power and remembering who they are. Holy Divine Spirit, with all that's going on, what is the current energy of the collective at this time, Spirit? Please and thank you. What is the current energy or energies of the collective? We have 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. And that came out in reverse, guys. So the 6th chakra, guys, is the third eye, your intuition, what you see in your third eye, in your mind's eye, your connection to your intuition, your connection to spirit. So with it coming out in reverse, that automatically tells me that on a collective level, um, there needs to be some work done on a collective level. For some of you guys, with your third eye, with your intuition. Some of you guys might not be trusting your intuition at this time. I think there's I'm getting like a lot of confusion and distractions around where you are, collective. This could be your home, this could be your work, this could be your social circle. I feel like there's a lot of energies, dark energies, that are possibly clouding your intuition, your third eye, whether it's through being intentionally distracting, creating drama somewhere in your life, or even casting spell work. Casting spell work could just be done simply through words of projection. It could be thoughts, it could be evil eye, someone or some people projecting their negative thoughts and intentions towards you. They don't have to be anywhere physically near you. They could be across town. But if someone is really focused on your energy, really focused on you, worrying about what's going on in your lane and in your life, and they are a secret hater in some kind of way, or they just have it out for you, someone could be across town just thinking negative things and projecting those energies to you and towards your energy. Um, there's just so many different forms of black magic spell work, and that's what I'm getting for some of you guys here. Okay, guys. So, yeah, this also, I get a feeling like there's just been a lot of mental chaos for a lot of the collective at this time, which creates distorted thinking. So there are certain things that you could be thinking, collective, that may not be what it appears to be to you, but things are not always what they appear to be. And it could be because there could be distorted thinking on your part. Um, for whoever this resonates with, I feel like it is a big collective energy where right now there's a lot of confusion regarding your intuition. Um, you might be questioning your intuition right now. You might be questioning your judgment, questioning your decisions, because you're not quite as tapped into your third eye, which is your sixth chakra, as much as you could be at this time. All right. And I do feel like a lot of it does have to do with a lot of the dark energies out there right now. This could be specific people in your life, specific people in your circle, collective. All right. Hmm. Let's, yep. Let's get some other messages for you guys. Holy Divine Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? You know, actually, let me get another energy card. Is there any other energy message? Can I get another energy message, Holy Spirit, for the collective? What other energy is the collective experiencing at this time? Please and thank you. Oh, all right. Yep. So collective 2, you guys are walking away from you guys are walking away. It didn't come out reverse. It actually came out upright. You guys are also walking away. You're walking away. So even with that said, some of you guys could be in a state of confusion about when to walk away, how to walk away. This could be walking away from anything or anybody. This could be a family situation, a work situation, a social circle situation, a romantic situation, you name it. It could be anything. But you guys are definitely in this energy of where you guys are walking away from a lot of things because you are realizing what no longer serves you. This is part of walking in your power. This is part of walking in your divine power. Like I said, you are remembering who the fuck you are, okay? You are remembering who you are as a divine being. Some of you guys have royalty in your blood. You might be getting the synchronicities through numbers and angelic numbers and or dreams. Could your ancestors, your divine ancestors and your spirit guides could be giving you these dreams, sending you messages in these dreams about who you are. Okay? And you're walking away. You're taking back your power. You're walking away from those things, people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And there, on some level, there could be a bit of confusion about how to do it, okay? But there's definitely a state of distorted thinking for some of you guys, where some of you guys could be very much in your head at this time, overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying a little too much, being stressed out over things that I'm hearing there's no being stressed out and worried over things that we don't need to be worried about. Thank you, Spirit. All right, any of the messages for the collective at this time, Holy Spirit, as we navigate through this full moon and Mercury retrograde? What other messages do you have for collective, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. North Node, purpose, yes. You guys are walking towards your North Node, and some of you guys are already in your North, operating in your North Node, where you already know your purpose now, or you're finding out your purpose, your spiritual purpose, why you are here, why you incarnated as this human being in this particular lifetime. You know what you guys are realizing what your calling is, and it's on a spiritual level, it's on a high level. Okay, it's on a high frequency level. You are walking and operating in your North Node at this time, and or going towards it. What else, Holy Spirit, for the collective? Which is great. This is part of your awakening and your ascension. What did I say? Deception, temptation. I mentioned the energy of temptation a little while ago, especially regarding celibacy and sexual temptation. I mentioned that. I absolutely did. There is a temptation here for some of you guys. You could be tempted by someone. Someone could be projecting sexual energy onto you, collective, through your dreams. You could be all of a sudden wondering why, you know what, I've been doing good with the celibacy for the past, let's just say 5 years or whatever. You know, I've been doing good. All of a sudden, I find myself thinking about sex all the time, or just like, you know, I just feel that passion and desire, and just all of a sudden I'm kind of just, you know, getting all hot and bothered all of a sudden and just out of nowhere. This is probably because someone in your energy, or someone you have dealt with or have been connected to, is still very much hanging on to your energy, collective, and is hanging on to your energy in a lustful way. They are probably thinking very much about you in their spare time. I'm already getting that. And they also could be making themselves happy to you, to a picture of yours. You know what I mean? They could be pleasuring themselves to you in some way, shape, or form, in the privacy of their own home or wherever they are. Like I said, this person could be across town or in another country, another city. But if the soul tie or energy cord is very strong still, then you're going to feel this person's energy. And that's where some of that energy could be coming from. It may not have originated from you, collective. It very well could have been originated from whoever is still holding on very much to you energetically. They could be having these sexual thoughts about you. And this is a person who has deception all up in their energy. Any other messages from this deck for collective, Holy Spirit, please and thank you? One moment. Okay. Yeah. It's time for some of you guys to retreat and distance yourself, which just reiterates pretty much the same message of you guys walking away. You guys have pulled your energy back from certain people and places, which is great because it is helping you guys. It's going to help you guys be centered and grounded and be unclouded. It's going to also help your intuition. And with that intuition having been blocked for some of you guys, and with a bit of distorted thinking here or confusion, You're also being asked to not only walk away, but to distance yourself, take time out for yourself, and to meditate, get grounded. There are just so many different ways to do that. Meditation, going out in nature, music, spiritual baths, all of the above. You can do all, you don't have to do just one of these things. You can do all of these things. But it's time to become intentional about doing these things on a consistent and regular basis. Not every blue moon basis. You guys are too, you guys have, some of us have a lot of work to do. Some of us, part of being in our purpose is to be in the healthiest energy as possible in order for us to effectively walk in our purpose and do our purpose. And it takes doing these self-care, self-love rituals or activities on a regular, constant basis to do that. That's what I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. I know that's right. All right. Any other messages? Any other messages for the collective at this time, Holy Spirit? As we navigate through another full moon, I believe this is super moon and this Mercury retrograde. As we navigate through the dark energies that are triggered right now and possibly trying to do the most because they can't handle the fact that the collective is moving on, loving on themselves, transforming, awakening, and walking in their power, and only want to exchange energies with the right people or the people that are aligned with them. Any other messages for collective, Holy Spirit, please and thank you. What are the messages for the collective? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What are the messages? Forgive. And then we have balance at the bottom here. Excuse me. So we have forgive. We have forgive. And for the collective, that has been one of the challenges for a lot of the collective here. For a lot of you, for a lot of you guys, or some of you guys, it has been challenging to forgive, which is totally, totally understandable. I get it. Trust me. I get it. I get it. But yes, forgiveness. And I just feel like I need to remind some of you guys that forgiveness it absolutely does not mean you are giving somebody a pass. It does not mean that you are excusing someone for their actions. It does not mean that what someone has done or said is okay. It just means that you have come to peace with what is. Okay? You've come to peace with what is. You are accepting things for what they are. And you are realizing that this is a human journey that we all are on, and that there have been soul and spiritual lessons attached to whatever pain that you may feel someone has inflicted upon you. And also, we have to remember that once upon a time, or this may have been in the most recent past, some of us as a collective have inflicted pain on someone else. So this is a time where not only are we being asked from Spirit to work on that spirit of forgiveness, work on forgiving those who we feel have trespassed against us, but we also need to be asking for forgiveness for those we've trespassed on. And for some of you guys, it may not be a situation where you can actually talk to this person for whatever reason, or you may not want to actually have a conversation with this person. I don't know. It's different for everybody. This is a collective reading, but you could have a conversation in writing. You can maybe write a letter. You if you feel like you need to ask someone for forgiveness for something that maybe you've done collective, then you can do that. Whether you choose to do it through a letter, maybe a text message, email, a phone conversation, a meeting in person, or even taking time out to pray and ask for your spirit guides and that person's spirit guides to come together and for you to have a conversation with that person's higher self. You connect with your higher self and you ask for that person's higher self and you guys have a conversation in the spirit. Okay? But it's not always about us needing to forgive other people, but sometimes we need to ask for forgiveness, or sometimes we need forgiveness. And also too, there are a lot of times when we need to forgive ourselves about forgive ourselves on the choices and decisions that we've made in the past. Not only giving other people grace, but extending that grace also to ourselves. That's very important. Collective. There are a lot of things that we have to forgive ourselves for. And that's just something that Divine Spirit is just emphasizing here, is not only do we need to forgive others, but we need to forgive ourselves. Okay. Let me get this moon. I'm going to get a couple of messages from the Moonology deck here regarding this full moon that we are coming up upon on Wednesday, the 30th. What messages, Holy Spirit, do you have for the collective for this full moon and Mercury retrograde energies? What Moonology messages do you have for the collective, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you during this time, during this upcoming full moon and Mercury retrograde energies. Okay. I'm being told to take all those that flew out. Okay. Let me fix this. All right. So we got a win-win outcome is forecast. Yes. All right. Got that. We got step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of that box. I'm hearing some of you guys are being asked or have been asked to take a bit of a risk. Do the unconventional. Do something that you wouldn't normally do. Okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. Your dreams need a practical plan, collective. Some of you guys need to really strategize and really think, maybe even write down on paper your goals, what you want to get done, how you want things to look. Not only should you visualize your dreams, but write them down, how you want them to look, or be specific in your dreams and have those things actually written down on paper, I'm hearing. So that could be part of what you could do when you journal, if some of you guys journal. So that could be also a message for some of you guys in terms of needing to journal. Spirit is saying that some of you guys need to write down your feelings, your plans. Some of you do need to get to writing and journaling. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. So that's a message for somebody. But they do need a practical plan. It's not really enough to just visualize it. It's great to visualize and to keep your vision. But I'm hearing Spirit say you also need to be writing down these plans, writing down this vision, just writing what you want to happen, writing how you want to feel, writing down what you want to experience. All right. And then we have, yep, bam, it's time to take action. This is, I don't know whose reading it was that I did recently. It was was it Capricorn? I don't remember. It was someone's sign that I did recently where I got a heavy energy from spirit for the collective that it's time for the collective to actually take action. Like I said, it's not enough to just think about it. It's not enough to just visualize it. Spirit is saying it is now time to do it. Be like Nike and do it. Okay? This is the time. No more procrastination. Because what's going to happen is, like I mentioned, for some, there's going to be a tower moment that's going to have to come down if we are not taking certain action that spirit is saying it's time for us to take now, because we've had a lot of us have had ample time and opportunity to make these necessary changes for our greatest and highest good. But if we continue to procrastinate or doubt ourselves or to live in that fear-based energy, spirit is going to have to come down and make those changes for us. And it's never really comfortable when, Source Creator has to come in and move us and make us move. It's not a very comfortable thing. Yeah. I don't think you guys want that, And like I said, some of the tower moment for some of you guys won't be uncomfortable. But it'll be more of a relief, that'll set you free from something. And if it does, and if it is something that ends up being uncomfortable, it's only going to be uncomfortable like for 5 minutes. It's not going to be anything that's going to be a long-term discomfort. All right. So, collective, as we begin to close out, I'm also moved to get you guys a stress relief and self-care message, because these are some really dark times we guys are living in. Not just with these dark energies of people that are actually connected to us on some level, whether it's family, friends, exes, lovers, and co-workers or whatever. But there are other things that are going on a world level. There's world leaders, there's political stuff going on. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on where the dark energies are hyped up right now. And they're going to continue to get hyped up because the collective, when we step into our power and we remember who we are, and because we are already whole and we are ascending and we are walking in our divine purpose, we become a threat more than ever. Okay? And really, guys, it really is a spiritual war. I know a lot of, we've heard a lot of that throughout the spiritual community and things like that, but this literally is a spiritual warfare that we're having right now. Don't let it fool you. Don't let all the illusions that the media put out here fool you. We are in the middle of a spiritual warfare. Light and love has already won the battle. But there are things that still have to play out. Yep, there are still things that have to play out. Because when it's all said and done, it's all about for the soul's growth and evolution and transformation. And in order to have that evolution and that growth and that transformation, there are certain scenarios that have to play out that are divinely fated. Because how else are we going to learn? How else are we going to evolve? And how else are we going to transform? And how else are we going to know and remember who we are? All right. So, Divine Spirit, what is the stress relief and self-care message for the collective? Can you give me a couple of messages or recommendations for some? Please and thank you. What are the self-care and stress relief activity or recommendations for the collective? Okay, I'm told to take these two. All right. Okay, so I got two messages here. One is hugging or handshakes. The objective is to show that you care. Now, let me just put this disclaimer out here. You know, it's flu season coming up, and C-19 is out there still, and all that stuff. So, you know, you make that's your decision. Use your discernment, use your common sense, your discernment, and your intuition. But overall, the objective is to show that you care through hugging and or handshakes. It says, number one, no one likes a cold hug. Make sure the first person you hug or shake hands with today feels like you gave it your complete attention instead of feeling like your mind was somewhere else. Number two, you never know what someone can be going through. Number three, be mindful and show them that you care simply by giving the person a big warm hug or a nice firm handshake with a bright smile. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, guys, use your discernment, about who you guys exchange physical energy with. And that also includes, handshakes and hugs. But it's absolutely not forbidden, of course. Just use your intuition and discernment and what makes you feel comfortable. How do you feel in doing so? It's just a recommendation from Divine Spirit. Also, the mirror exercise, and the objective is meeting yourself for the first time. So number one, stand in front of a mirror, bring a big smile to your face. Number two, ask yourself how you would perceive it if you met yourself on the street. Interesting. Number three, notice your positive qualities. Do you come across as kind and compassionate or something else? Number four, change anything you don't like and ask yourself what you can do to feel better about yourself if anything negative comes up. Hold on, guys. Let me get a little bit more light here. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Yep. All right. So last but not least, guys, I'm going to end this collective message with, well, actually, I'm not going to end it just yet. Divine Spirit, what is the possible tower moment for some that is going to set the collective free and unbind them so that they no longer feel bound and stuck? Holy Divine Spirit, what is the tower moment for the collective? What is this tower? I know it's different for everyone, but what is one of the tower moments for the collective that is going to make the collective, that is going to free the collective? The Hermit, which is Virgo. And this is just emphasizing going within, being distant, retreating, having a time out, walking away. So some of you guys are being asked to walk away. A lot of you have already done so, or are going to be doing it, or already in the middle of doing it. So it's this tower moment is going to happen. I'm getting when you have left a situation, or when you have kind of just taking time out for yourself, and you're concentrating and focusing on yourself, and you're in your own lane and not worried about what this person is doing or that person is doing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so that's when that tower moment is going to happen. And some of you guys are already in that energy, or going towards that energy of just focusing on yourself at this time, going within, loving on yourself, caring on yourself, meditating, and setting up those healthy boundaries. And that's when all this is going to happen. That's when that tower moment is going to happen. The tower moment, the specific tower that is going to actually free some of you guys up from feeling bound and stuck. Any other message? One more message from this tarot deck, Holy Spirit, please and thank you, for the collective regarding Five of Cups. There's going to be regret and sadness and depression for someone who is going to be on the opposite end of the Tower moment, I'm hearing. Yep. Any other message? Yeah, I'm getting for the Tower moment where some of you guys are going to, this Tower moment is going to give you guys some type of freedom. But I feel like someone else close to you will be in regret with this Tower moment. Boom. Then we have Magician. You guys are going to be, if you haven't already started, you're going to be in a very great manifestation. If I can talk, damn it, Mercury retrograde. This is going to be, you guys are going to be in a great manifesting energy. Thank you. And then at the bottom, bam, we got Ace of Wands, new beginning. You guys are headed towards a new beginning because, as I said, you guys have awakened or are awakening, remembering who you are, stepping back into your power, putting up healthy boundaries, being selective about who you have in your energy or who you give your energy to. These are all the kinds of energies that create the doors to open and for you to place yourself in the best position possible, in the healthiest position possible, for you to have your dreams unfold, for that abundance, for that prosperity, for that growth. Okay? Yep. So last but not least, guys, let's get a self-care message for you guys. I know I just got a self-care and or stress relief activity for you guys, but I also want to get a specific self-care message for the collective. Holy Divine Spirit, what is a self-care message for the collective at this time? While these energies are very thick during this full moon and Mercury retrograde energy, what is a self-care recommendation for the collective? Holy Spirit, please and thank you. One more. Thank you. Clean your space. Yep. Clean your space. Declutter your space. Remove those stagnant energies. Energies get stuck when your space is decluttered in any kind of way, or if there's like dust hanging around. Clean your space. Clean it with you can clean it with Florida water, ammonia. Sage your space. Palo Santo your space if you're into cleansing with smoke. Just clean your space, collective. Definitely. That's what you're being encouraged to do at this time. And then nourish your temple. And I'm hearing not only nourish your temple with good, high vibrational, healthy foods, but also nourish your body and your temple with music. Music that makes you feel good. Sound healing. It could be instrumental music. It could be sound healing, sound bowls. But even if music, whatever music makes you feel good, because music is so healing as well. So definitely nourish your body with healthy foods, water, good music, and whatever makes you feel good. Even if you are in a healthy connection and you guys, you and your mate or partner vibrate on the same high frequency level, physical intimacy, nourish your bodies with that. Okay. Get it cracking in the bedroom. All right. Make that part of something that you want to nourish your body with as well. But definitely also clear and declutter your space. All right. So with that said, and it was 54:54 when I looked on the timer. That's what I'm getting for the collective energy at this time. I also feel too, real quick, with this Five of Cups, I'm getting that these are the energies that some of you guys have to make sure that you're healing from and that you are clearing out. Is that energy of sadness, depression, regret, disappointment. Okay? That's the other energy that I'm getting for you guys as a collective, for some of y'all. All right? So, with that being said, guys, I hope that this message resonated. I hope that you found it helpful. And this is it, guys. We need to step out and take action. Even if it's a little bit of action, there's action that needs to be taken, all right? It doesn't have to be even on a grand scale, but just some form of action is an accomplishment, all right? And I'll always, as always, use your discernment, use your intuition, go in and strengthen your third eye chakra, your sixth chakra, and connect with spirit to help you do that. All right. So these are your messages. If you guys need a personal reading from me for your specific situation, my information is always in the description box below. Until next time, guys, I love you. Be at peace and be well. Ashe.